ideas just come from do I want to try it? Do I want to do it? Is something inspiring? And then I'll focus in on it and work on it, and then I let it go. So when I was 5, I was in kindergarten, and we were doing rabbits for Easter, I think. We were drawing the rabbits, and I was always a rule follower, and my kindergarten teacher pulled me outside of the classroom and said, "Sarah," and I thought I was in so much trouble. She's like, "Sarah, don't tell anybody else, but your rabbit is the best rabbit." And I mean, honestly, it was just an oval and some triangle ears and some whiskers, and I drew rabbits I still like drawing rabbits because I feel like, oh, well, I'm just innately good at rabbits, but I went home to my mom and I was like, I want to be put in art classes like right now. And then I didn't start painting until high school, and that was a whole, it's a hot mess when you think you're really good at drawing and oils, and then you suddenly, oil pastels, and you get into paint, and you're like, ugh, it's just turning into mud. Like, this is awful. Oh, well, I'm gonna get out of college, and I'll just travel around the world and, paint in galleries, and it'll all just, sort of, I don't know, the fantastical artist dream type of thing. But I was still painting murals, and my jobs got more and more varied as it was, and then I graduated from college and continued just doing what I was doing. I worked in an art gallery for a while, but I was also still painting murals, and then I kind of went on from there, and I loved what I did. It's called Alley Art Amazing, and it was started by Marissa and John in Lafayette, and she was painting the back of her garage in Old Town, Marissa was, and John happened to walk by and he loved it, and he was like, we should have more of this in the alleyways because there's so much graffiti and everything else, we should have more of it. And so they started the program, and the newspaper article was written about it literally like that month about the program, and I read the article and I went, I want to do this. I want to be a part of this. How do I be part of this group? So I reached out to John, and he goes, oh, absolutely. He said, would you be willing to paint a mural? And I said, I'll paint 6 for you. Like right now. Like, what do we do? Let's do it. With Alley Art, I started painting for them, and then I became a part of the the leadership group, and now it is Tiff, Marissa, and I that do the Alley Art. So we try to bring in other artists, and we're over 112 murals now in the alleyways, which is very cool. It's very exciting. And then I started this program through Alley Art. About every other year, I'll reach out to about 6 to 8 teenagers that love painting or love art, and then I show them how to take a sketch on their, that they've sketched out, and then paint a mural for it. 80% of the bulk of what I do on a weekly basis would be mural work of some sort. So whether I'm sketching or actively painting it. And then as far as mural work goes, it's not always a big grant or big side of the building or whatever. It can be inside or on the ceiling or in someone's niche or a nursery or the bathroom. And then the rest would be banks, restaurants, rec centers, city, alley art. And then the next 20% is the work that I would do here in this space. Palette knife work is a new body that I'm doing, and the other rest of the work is this can art body work that I'm doing, which is very exciting actually. I love it. It's so unusual. I was flying in an airplane looking down at the landscape of Colorado, and it looked like a patchwork quilt, and I loved it so much. This is beautiful. I'd love to do a whole series like this. And so I did. And I was like, okay. And then I was like, and I'm done, thank you. I did that. I did those, 12 to 20, and that was great. And I sold, I don't know, 2/3 of them, and okay. And that was it. So what do I want to do next? People have these grand ideas that they can't execute. I had a client once that wanted me to paint their urinal. I was like, this is bizarre, but okay, I can do that. So they find someone like me. It's an odd thing, you know. There's not a lot of artists out there that paint a urinal and paint the front bumper of a Mack truck and paint the inside of a closet because they wanted a monster coming out of the closet. But I do, you know, and so people come to me with their ideas that they can't execute, and then I execute them. It's such an unusual trade that I'm in, you know. I don't sit down and just paint this bodywork or this bodywork and then, you know, put it in, which would be fantastic. I think it would be. But I've learned so much from the different skills that people have asked me to execute. Every job I do, I grow as an artist. That's the hope anyway. You hope you don't plateau for too long and you grow more, and it's been awesome to see.